So listen, I just want to share a couple of things about fear, and we're gonna and just have some fun with this last 20 minutes or so. I have been dealing with a lot of fear, and give me a thumbs up if you too have been dealing with a lot of fear. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a human being. It would be a spiritual bypass for me to pretend that I was just all calm and cool and collected. So I've been trying out a whole bunch of different stuff that helps. And one of the things I just want to share a couple of my tools, and then you're going to share in the chat as well in a little bit. Thanks for those thumbs up. One of them is when I wake up at 2 a.m. is my witching hour. We should start a club of people who are up at 2 a.m. who can text each other, right? But I put on stories, and sometimes I'll put on a story, and I find lately I've been listening to Woo a lot. And that makes total sense. It goes back to childhood. It just evokes a sense of a different world, just a world that's so funny and foolish and darling. And, so going back to childhood things, childhood songs, sometimes the other day I was singing a hymn in the middle of a very miserable night, singing a hymn that my mom taught me when I was 5 years old, His Eyes on the Sparrow. So I think kind of reaching out and bringing to ourselves things that have comforted us in the past is a really beautiful practice to bring in. And then the other thing, one night I was really dealing with a lot of fear, and I just was kind of stretching and moving my body, because like we were doing, how it's just like, oh, I just want to get this out of me. And I just burst out singing. I burst out singing. And what came was something, Joanna Macy is so, what can I say? She's 96. She's a great leader and pioneer in systems theory and the way change happens and the way Earth systems evolve and how we're part of it, all of it. And when she's speaking in public, here we are in the middle of like everything falling apart and like, oh my, just get me out of here. Joanna Macy is saying, I am so glad to be alive right now. I feel so lucky to be alive at this point in history. The human race has never been at a point like this before. We are facing a complete unknown experience. The earth is changing in ways no human beings have ever seen. This is exciting. I'm like, oh my God. Can I have what you're drinking? It's just amazing. So I wake up in the middle of the night, and what comes to me but this little song, which you can sing with me in a minute. It goes, I get to have a life, I get to have a life, I get to have a life in this world. It's the only life I got, the only life I got, the only life I got in this world. Sing it with me. I get to have a life, I get to have a life, I get to have a life in this world. It's the only life I got, the only life I got, the only life I got in this world. And it just goes on. There's a lot of silly verses I can't remember right now, but just, you never know what's going to pop out if you just open your mouth and let your body say what it needs to say, right? Kobe also very sweetly the other day gave me a little quote that you've probably all heard. I've heard it, but it was great to be reminded. And it's, everything's going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. Yeah? So that came to me in the middle of the night. And let's see if we can do it together. Everything, oh, that's too low. Hold on. Make it a little higher. I know I was breaking up a little bit last time I sang, but I think I fixed it. Okay. Everything's gonna be okay in the end. Everything's gonna be okay in the end. Sing that. Everything's gonna be okay in the end. Everything's gonna be okay in the end. Here's the next part. And if it's not okay, if it's not okay, if it's not okay, it's not the end. Sing that with me. And if it's not okay, if it's not okay, if it's not okay, it's not the end. Let's do it again. Everything gonna be okay in okay. If it's not okay, it's not the end. One more time. Everything gonna be okay in the end. Everything gonna be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, if it's not okay, if it's not okay, it's not the end. It's not the end. It's not the end. I'll tell you, that can just happen in the middle of the night out of nowhere. Open up to it. We have to open every channel right now. What's being asked of us is bigger. I know this to be true, is bigger than anything has been asked of the human race before. This is an apex of how many billion years of evolution. And there's good news and bad news in that. And I'm finding that I just have to open to all channels, allow all possibilities, and sort of fling myself into this. And I want to share one little go-to. I hope you all think about a go-to song or video or something that you turn to when you're just like, oh God, I just can't stand this. I'm really miserable. I'm really having a hard time. And I'm going to see if I can get this up for you. It's a little video I wanted to show you. And now I've lost it. Well, let's see. Give me a sec. I think I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Right here. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share. This is going to be fun. It's very short, and you've probably seen it, but I'll tell you, if you are having a hard time, if you do nothing else, go to this.
Oh, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, on my horizon, 3 little birds were on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody blowing true. And they said, this message is you. They said, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow the presence of that innocence and that openness just can't fail. You know what? Another thing I do, one last thing. I go to a nearby playground and just watch the children play. Good medicine. So let's open the chat, Eve, and we're going to sing one last song in just a minute. But let's open the chat and put in it, if you have any thought, a go-to song of yours, a go-to something that you just look at cat videos. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Elise. Yeah, what's your go-to? We can share these resources. This is resource sharing right now in the chat. Go for it. Videos of cockatoos dancing. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Cats and toilet paper. Oh yeah, totally. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night. Hug a dog. Meta practice, loving kindness, sending loving kindness. Yeah, Ma Muse. I go to Ma Muse a lot. How can I keep from singing? Gracias a la vida. Yeah, redwood trees. And that's my other go-to. Dancing with the Supremes. Yeah, woo. Singing I Am So Blessed. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. You gave us a little YouTube there. We can do that. Be sure to click on Save Chat, the little 3 dots up on the upper right corner of your chat. If you're on a computer, click Save Chat so you can have all of these things. Videos of babies laughing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Videos of my grandson dancing. Happy by Pharrell Williams. Yeah. This is great stuff. So helpful. You know, we have to be proactive, don't we? We have to go looking for the medicine, right? And kind of bring it in. It's like, I don't know. I feel like staying, kind of riding these waves takes some work, but it's joyful, playful work. I am willing, Holly Near. It's a really good one. Yeah. Oh, the Dalai Lama Nelson Mandela laughing video. Oh, yes. Can you post that? Oh, so good. So good. We shall overcome. Yeah. Dancing and singing with my dog. It's a good one. Yeah. Mary Gauthier. Yes. Love her music. Wow, this is great. Yeah, Farron. It won't be long. I'm going to get Farron on one of these times. I meant to announce, and I forgot so many things. But I think I'm going to do a series of evenings right through to the inauguration, because whatever happens, it's not going to be easy. We know that. This is a long haul. So it won't be like tonight. It won't be 3 hours, and it won't be, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir of performers. It'll be me and a couple of other artists or a couple of other teachers. It'll be shorter, but it's just something to help get us through. Is that something does that feel like a good idea? I mean, does that interest you? Yeah, I think we're going to need this. And so, yeah, stay tuned on that. You will be getting lots of stuff in email. You'll get, stuff we didn't post tonight. Anyway, so I want to end with a song together, and then I'm going to show you as a kind of, you can leave, but I'm going to just put up my probably number one go-to song by my favorite young singer-songwriter, Carsey Blanton. I don't know if any of you know Carsey Blanton. She's a democratic socialist, radical, tender-hearted, wildly creative songwriter and singer. She's just my favorite artist. So maybe Eve, if you no, never mind. Okay, so this is our song. This is our closing song, followed by a video of Carsey Blanton and dancing. All right, that's how we're going out tonight. And this is based in Margaret Mead's famous quote that never think that the world can't be changed by a small group of dedicated people. In fact, that's the only way it has ever changed. So this is called This Is Gonna Matter Someday. For any time you're doubting that your little action, your little vote, your little thing you're doing in your community really has any impact, here's the chorus. This is gonna matter someday. This is gonna matter someday. We may never know how, we're doing it now. This is gonna matter someday. Sing it with me. This is gonna matter someday. This is gonna matter someday. You may never know how, but we're doing it now. This is gonna matter someday. Get up my bike, leave the car at home, ride to the river, don't open my phone. I listen to the water and the trees and the wind. I open up my mouth, they tell me what to sing, and that's gonna matter someday. Sing it. This is gonna matter someday. We may never know how, we're doing it now. This is gonna matter someday. Hold your little boy's hand as long as he'll let you. Listen to his dreams, he'll never forget you. He'll try to act tough, be one of the guys, but just hold him real close and he'll cry, cry, cry. That's gonna matter someday. That's how we end patriarchy. It's gonna matter someday. We may never know how, we're doing it now. This is gonna matter someday. Fill in your ballot, march in the streets. Think about who's hungry and vote for what they need. Don't buy the despair, the media hype. Just stick with each other and love with all your might. 'Cause this is gonna matter someday. This is gonna matter someday. We may never know how, we're doing it now. But this is gonna matter someday. all going nowhere. It's all used up. It's hanging in the balance. It's riding on the heart. I don't know what I'm doing, but I gotta make a start and believe it's gonna matter someday. This is gonna matter. This is gonna matter someday. Never know how we're doing it now, but this is gonna matter someday. I believe it's gonna matter someday. I pray it's gonna matter someday. I think it's gonna matter someday. And it just might matter someday. And it just might matter today. Ooh, that felt good. That felt good. I could see you singing. I could feel you singing. Okay, friends, you will hear from us. I'll tell you when the next gathering is going to be. Thank you for everything you brought tonight, for staying with it, for engaging and joining and being here with each other. Take a look at each other one more time like we did at the beginning. Just take a look at these faces. Scroll through the gallery real quick. So beautiful. So much heart in this community right here. We, all of us are enough. We are enough right now. So find that person you want to just look at them for a minute and thank them. Thank them for what they've brought to this world. Thank them for what they've brought. Honor the grief and loss that they have experienced. Thank them for their humanity and their persistence. And bid them farewell until we meet again. And don't go yet, because I've got this awesome song from my very favorite gal. Oh, okay. I'm going to bring her up here. All right, here she is. I'm going to screen share one last time. Many blessings. Much love to you all. And Melanie, I see you there. You're still awake. I don't know what you're doing, but you're here. Thanks a million. Love you. And okay, here comes Carsey Blanton. And get up and dance and enjoy this song. It's an awesome, awesome song.
I'm awake and wondering where it all went wrong. We're running in this human race, but the odds are looking long. So I sat beside my hound dog and I looked into his eyes. I said, what's the use of trying? And to my surprise, he said, buck up, baby, come on, sick 'em, make 'em laugh if you can, lick 'em, keep on shining like you know you should. Keep on shining, that's the way to get on good. Yeah. So I put my shoes on and I walked out in the street. Papers say we're on the way to starting World War III. So I took the hand of my paper man, said, what we gonna do? He just started laughing. He said, I got news for you. You better buck up, baby, come on, sick 'em, make 'em laugh if you can, lick 'em, keep on shining like you know you should. When it gets bad, that's the way to get on good. La 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 la. way you get 'em good. Keep on shining, that'll get 'em good.
I love it. Buck up, baby. Come on, sick 'em. Make 'em laugh if you can't lick 'em. Words to live by. So, how you feeling? I see more smiles than I've seen in a little bit. Okay, folks, we're good. And let's just open up the chat, Eve, one last time. And if you want to hang around and chat with each other, that's great. I'll leave the room open for about another 10 minutes. I'm a wee bit tired, so I'm going to probably step away. But thanks so much. It's been great. Joy is a revolutionary act. Thank you, Rick. Right on. And we'll see you again. Come back. Come back. We'll have more fun down the line. We're going to make this transformation, this great turning, this great unraveling, this whatever's going on. We're part of it, and we're going to make it good. We're going to keep on smiling, keep on shining. That's the way we get them good. Okay. Night, night, everybody. Much love. Appreciate you so much. Thanks, Eve. Thanks, Kobe. Thanks, Elise. Thanks other people who supported me that are behind the scenes. I had a lot of emotional support to get through this. It's been a thing.